Okay, so since we are pretty clear about what different type of bindings are available into our code, it's time to understand how to utilize the directives. ng model we've already seen. So this ng model is a one type of directives which comes with your forms module, but there are some directives which already available to us in the form from the browser modules available to my Angular applications. And these type of directives which I would like to utilize it frequently in my program falls under the category of called structural directive. Okay, these structural directives are basically three. Okay, number one, which is called ngif. We also have a call ngfor. We have a call ng-switch. Okay, so these are so-called structural directives. As I said earlier, they all starts with the name ng. So let's go ahead and see how those structural directives are really useful. So I'm just going back to my same header component.ts, and here I will provide one profile. I'm removing it for a time being because it contains a lot of big code. And here also, now going back to my header component, and I'm providing, since I'm talking about the first directive called ngfor. So for design means for iteration purpose. So I'm saying some array here called my users equal to admin, and I'm saying manager, and also I want to say QA. So three different type of users are available to me called admin, managers, and QA, and I want to use them in my HTML. So if I want to use them, so how will I use it? It's very simple. We have a call ul. Under this we have a call li, and under this li I will use star ngfor. Now remember, star ngfor means these structural directives always starts with asterisk sign, and here we will define one variable name called let user of, what is the name of my array? My users. So I'm let users of my users. So now what do you mean by user? User is my variable which holds my array. Let is a scope, that means the user scope is within your li. It cannot be accessed outside. So it's very simple. User variable which you're defining it is only accessible within a block. It cannot be accessed outside. So user is storing my users. It's a shortcut way, and inside this we will define user. And if I just do so, I go back and see, it's very simple. Admin, manager, and QA is shown to us. Isn't it interesting? So it is the way how your iteration will take place. Okay, now here it is an ngfor loop, is the one type of directives which is available to us. Okay, so you are defining a basic loop in which you are holding the array, and this array will get iterated throughout your application and display the data accordingly. Okay, so it is very simple. So you can either have a one single record, or else you can have a key and value pair. Both the options are pretty much simple and easy. So imagine if you want to iterate the users with their key and value pairs also, that is also possible. So as you can see here, my component contains only single key value. So you can have the property like in key and value pair, like in how. So you can say like name. So I say name admin, like this. You can define it, but it has to be the type of what? Of object type, like you can see like this. Okay, so this is the first code, and also I'm having another one like a name again, like this. and again we are providing this with name. Now you see it is the simple array objects with keyword like a name. Now if I want to iterate these, so it's going to be iterated in the same format the way I did it earlier. Okay, so if I just show you my outcome, you see it is printing object because it does have array of objects. So what you can do otherwise, you can say user dot name. Now you can see this is very standard. So in this for loop, what you can do, if you want to print the index positions also, like first is this name and second again this name, so that also you can do this. So in your HTML portion, okay, you are saying ngfor let user of this one, so you can also define one property like in let I equal to index. Let I equal to what? Index. And here while displaying the data, okay, so you can use the conditions like in I plus 1 like this. And now if I go back to my code, you see the records are shown like in 1 2 3 because you are holding this index positions and printing the value the way you want it. Okay, so that's the way you are providing the details accordingly. Okay, so this is one type of loop which you have taken using ngfor, and certainly you can take a level beyond. Okay, like as I've told you, I have taken a simple variable. You can take more and more complex variables and you can iterate through. Okay, so imagine if I'm having a country which is a type of what US and UK, and those countries, if I would like to iterate it, how would it look like? So you see in my header component I'm having this users. Okay, so here I can define a group of details. Like you can see we have a call name admin manager and QA. So this is an array of object. So let me add one more property here, call country. Okay, and I'm using property like in what? UK. Okay, and inside this we are defining one more property here called people. Okay, and like this. So many users will go inside this, and again they will be having what? This array of objects like a name, admin, and everything, and this will get closed here. After this record, I'm closing it. Sorry, I'm closing it, and there will be another curly braces will be used. Okay, so close it, and once again close it. So now you see we have got a user who belongs to such kind of country. So if you want to display the details according to the country, that also you can do this. Okay, so if I just put comma, okay, and once again I can copy the same, paste it here, and UK, I'm saying USA, name Samir, okay, name Anna, name Sohail. So they belong to USA. So in case if I want to iterate those according to group, so what options I'll be having it now? So we have a very simple option. As of now, my arrays looks like this because they're not able to understand. In my HTML I will go. Earlier I used to show the data like this. Now in my UL, I just remove this all. Yeah. So in my UL, what I will do is I'll use again star ngfor equal to let user group, okay, of the data whichever I'm having it right now. What is the name of my TS property? Called my users. Okay, my users. Let me wrap it. Okay, let user group of my users. I'm having it with this. So under this, I will be using this li, and this li I'll say user group dot country. Okay, so within this I'll be using one nested ul. Under this ul again I will use the same okay. Here user group of my users. Okay, so this property what we have used here called what user group, I'll take it here. Okay, and under this I'm having what the people. What I'm having people, if you see I'm having what a people, so I will say dot people, and this I would like to print what the name. So here you can define a person, okay, and under this I'd like to use li and say person.name, and now you can see how the details have been shown. Quite interesting, isn't it? So this is how the nested group you can represent it in order to display the data the way you want. Okay, everyone. So ngfor loop is pretty straightforward and clear, and we will see the other directives shortly in our program.